Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Well, we've just seen the Uber earnings. A slight miss, but really there's no reason to invest in Uber. I don't think so. What do you think? The earnings was what earnings has always been on Uber. Not really much point. Anyway, for me anyway, I don't know what you think about it. I don't see much point in investing in Uber. I use it, but that's as far as it goes. Right, let's get straight into our trades. We've got a busy day today, of course, coming up. We've got one of our biggest ones tonight, Robinhood earnings after the main show, the opening and closing bells during the day. Let's get straight into the trades. We are red at the moment. Are we concerned? Are we worried? I'm not. Are you? Are you concerned? Well, I'm not. I'm holding my positions, and let's get straight into it. Okay, here we go. Let's see how we're doing today. So let's go through our positions, and we can see we are down slightly today. We was down yesterday. We want to see us get back up again. Come on. Virgin Galactic could turn green in a few moments' time. Looking interesting. Will it turn green? It'll make a big difference to my portfolio if it does. Let's move along. Palantir is up today. Gold is down. The S&P is down. Amazon is up. Looking really good if I'd held this. It's overvalued, though. I just can't keep buying stocks that are overvalued. Makes no sense. Got to wait for an opportunity. This is not an opportunity, I don't think. I've been in Amazon and it's great, but I don't think it's the right thing to be in. Apple is down as well today, down. Next Era Energy is down. Enphase Energy is down. Our solar's been beat up again, but I was 80% down. I'm now 23% down. I was buying at 70, lower my averages. So let's keep on going with that. I'm very bullish on that long term. Next 2 quarters, we have to have some patience. Coca-Cola is down, but I'm up now on Coca-Cola. Very nice. I'm also down today on J&J. Kenvue is flat. CVX is down. Tesla was down, but going back up. Rivian is going up. McDonald's is flat. Lucid is Lucid. How is Lucid in there? I took Lucid out of my portfolio. It's absolutely rubbish. I don't know what it's doing in there. I'll take that out. Rubbish company. Don't even know why that was in there. I must have looked at it yesterday. Google, I'm finally up now. A good position on Google. I'm up 0.95. Very good. Microsoft, too expensive. Walmart is up today. Tesco is up. That's a UK supermarket. Tilray Brands, I'm out of the stock now. Just covering it for you guys. Robinhood earnings tonight. We are covering it. IonQ up. Rocket Lab slightly down. Very slightly down. Plug Power is up. Procter & Gamble down. Rumble is up today. I'm out of the stock. Funware is, I'm not even in it really. FFIE still down. Rubbish company. Rio Tinto down. Bitcoin today is down slightly, but we're just under 35,000. Matic is down 1.9. We had a big rally yesterday. XRP is down 1.7 again. Big rally yesterday. All right, let's get straight into it. Let's see my overall position where we're looking. Let's have a quick look. What have we got now? We've got the overall balance is just down 0.53 today. Roth IRA is down. Overall, I'm worth $53,403. All right. Now then, the big one tonight, of course, is Robinhood. We're waiting to hear if they will announce the UK edition. That's what a lot of my viewers are waiting for. Hopefully that will happen. Now then, I promised you a really good perk, members perk. As you know, I'm always trying to find ways to give more value to my members and the people who aren't members, but obviously the ones that are members get extra perks and benefits. So, as you know, I use Alpha Spread. I love Alpha Spread, and Alpha Spread is a sponsor of my channel as well, where they're supporting me. And I am going to give everybody a referral, which means you can get Alpha Spread using my referral, which helps me. I get a small perk from sharing my referral. Doesn't cost you anything. It's the same price. However, you can get Alpha Spread that way. But my members will get a special code, and my members will get a 10% discount for life on your platform, on the platform. So very, very nice deal I got there for the members. It's the best price available anywhere. So you can have that. So I've got a video coming out to give you that code shortly. So I'm going to do that after this video. I've just got the code this morning. So look out for that. Very, very exciting, right? Okay, now my Uber earnings has just finished rendering, so I'm now going to upload it to the channel, and that will be available for those of you that want to watch the Uber earnings later on as a video by itself. Let me just set this in here, Uber earnings. Okay, just doing that now. I'm uploading that now. There we go. Just bear with me as I click a couple of things. This is just... oh, I haven't got a playlist for Uber. Didn't realize that. Okay, I'll do that later then. Okay. Just bear with me a second. I'm trying to upload this at the same time as do the show, but I will just be a second. Okay. Because it takes quite a while for it to do it. And then by the end of this video, it should be done, and then it will process, and then it'll be available. Okay. Up she goes. Okay, that's the Uber earnings. It will take 1 hour and 6 minutes to upload. It's a large file. They're all 4K files. I want the best quality for my viewers, so that takes a while to upload. Anyway, that's got that moving. Good. Let's see who was here earlier in the show. We've got Fight Channel, who was here earlier. Thank you, Fight Channel, for being here. How are you? How's the Barbie channel going, by the way? You're one of my members. From time to time, we like to promote our we like to promote our members' channels and get everyone to subscribe to them. So that's something else we can do for you. Good morning, all. Seth Houston. Hey, Martin, I just became your 5,800 follow. Oh, on my music channel. On my music channel. Yes, on my investor channel, it is 37,000? 37,000, I think it is, on my investor channel on TikTok. But on my music channel, it's 5,800. Yes, you're absolutely right. For those of you who would like to join A Man from Earth, I will give you the link. He's talking about my TikTok channel. I'm actually on TikTok right now on the investor channel, so I have two. Here is the TikTok for Martyn Lucas Investor. Be very, very careful that you use my links on my website, martynlucas.com, because there are many people pretending to be me on TikTok. So please be very careful of the copycats. They're not me. They're never live, and all they try to do is get your details to do bad things. So make sure that you do use my referral, that my link. There's my TikTok for my investor channel, and this is the TikTok for my music. If you want to be like A Man from Earth, he just became my 5,800th follower on TikTok. And there is my music one. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, A Man from Earth. Appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Sid from the Netherlands. How are you, Sid? Great to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel, to the show. All right. Let's get straight up now. We are starting to come up. We are still red. The overall position is down. The Roth is coming up. Overall balance is just down. We want to keep staying in the market, though. Virgin Galactic, it's come up from, it was down at 166, now 169. So we were down at 1.78. We've had a swing of 1.78% this morning. I'm up 7.6% on it. I'm not selling it. I'm holding it. Hopefully we can build from this today. Palantir going up. We're looking for an opportunity to get in. It's too expensive though, so we're not buying it just yet. Gold is down. The S&P is down, but going up. Amazon's going up. Apple is trying to push up, but down at the moment. Next Era Energy is up. Very, very nice. This is one of my big dividend payouts coming in December. Still down 10% on this one. I have it in my Roth and my main account. After earnings, after we get the dividend payouts, I'm sure, won't be long before I can make profit on next year, and you can trim back in my Roth IRA and find a new entry point. Enphase Energy is down, but trying to push up. That's nice. It's gone from 77.53 to 77.87 in a few moments. That's looking promising. My portfolio is nearly green now. It's moving up quite quickly. Let's see if Virgin Galactic is moving. You can see my overall portfolio is trying to push up. We're just down 0.3, getting better. All right, let's carry on going through. Coca-Cola is just down slightly. J&J down slightly. Kenvue is flat. CVX down. Tesla. Oh, Tesla's green now. Let's refresh that. Let's make it green. I'm nearly in fact, on my Roth IRA, I've got half a share. I'm 10% up. But in my main account, where I've been buying more after I sold it at the top, I'm down just 4% now. I'm very happy with that because it drops after earnings and then grows again to the next. We've got Cybertruck about to be seen on the streets of Texas, so I'm excited about that. Here where I live, I might see one. So I'm excited to see that happen. But we are down just 4%. I'm okay with that. Rivian, I bought some more to trade out of it. McDonald's, Google, I'm now making some decent profit on Google. I've got a really nice position on Google. I bought when it went down after earnings. I'm now finally making money on Google. Great, I'm at 1.15. I'm happy with that. Yeah, very good. My average is 130. 130.67. I bought it around about, well, my average, I bought it higher and then I doubled when it went down to the 125s a week ago. But obviously just lowered it down. But yeah, starting to see it return after the drop, after the earnings. So I felt it was a good deal. Anyway, nice to see it moving back up again now, starting to grow again. So I'm happy with that. It's $4,000. It's a decent position. It's better value than Microsoft. So I'm glad to own that. Walmart down, Tesco up, Tilray Brands, I'm out. Hood, tonight is the earnings. I've got a decent position. Well, not that big in that one actually, but the stock is very beat up at the moment. It's a $40 stock once it really beds in. It's still a long way to go though. That's a 4x. Still believe it's a 4x. IonQ going up. Rocket Lab down. Plug up. Procter & Gamble down. Rumble up. I'm out of it though. Funware 1.69. FFIE rubbish, but I just if I can get any money out of that, I'll be happy. Rio Tinto. Rio Tinto is down. Bitcoin is down. Matic is down. XRP is down today. There we go. All right. Let's see if we've got any questions coming in. We are in public mode, so anyone can talk to me and ask me a question if you want to, and I'll answer everyone's questions because we're quite quiet this morning. Always tends to be busier when we're having a green day. When it's a red day, people give up. The red days are the days you find the discounts. I find it's better to be here on the red days. But there you go. Right, if you've just tuned in, click subscribe and ring the bell. We're going to go through until just 9 o'clock, just half an hour, because I've got special videos to bring out for those of you that want alpha spread and want the discount. So I'm going to share that with you. And also, if you look out, I've got some information coming out about Robinhood as well for the earnings tonight. All right, let's just put a bit of a focus on that just for a minute. Let me see if I can just get the lights up just for a moment. We're a bit quiet on the show this morning. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. Now we have 42 watching. Only 50% of people are signed into Google on my account. That's just the way it works across everyone's account. So 50% of that would be 2021. We've got 11 likes, so we can do much, much better than that. You ready? Okay, let's bring Mr. Mini-Me in. Remember why I ask you to like the video. If you like the video, you'll be shown my content in the future. You'll help the channel grow, and you'll be shown my content on the next live video. If, however, you don't like my content, and that's fine, still please vote down like. That way you won't see my content anymore, and then you'll see something you do prefer. So it's always good to, vote up or down like. If you're liking, you're sharing the video to more people and asking YouTube to share it to you in the future. If you click down like, you're asking YouTube not to show you any more of my content. You won't see me again. All right, so please do vote. We got 15 now, which would be 30, because only 50% of people vote. We have an up like of 99.5. It's just that most people can't vote, or half can't vote because they're not signed into Google. I always ask people to create an account on Google, and then you can sign it, and then you can vote and chat and be involved in the show. 16. All right, we need 20 to beat 50%. 17, nearly good. Thank you ever so much, guys. It really helps me and it helps you get the best out of YouTube. So there we go. I want to welcome all our guests over on TikTok this morning. Thank you to all of you. Let's have a quick look in on. Let's have a quick look in. I forgot to put my stream key up for. Bear with me a second. For Rumble, they're waiting to hear from me, and I haven't given them the stream key. Oops. There we go. Put that in there. Put that in there. Let's do that. Now we should be live on. Yes, we are now live. Also on Rumble. Hello to all my Rumblers. Let me put it on the screen. It should be there any second now. I had to add the code. I hadn't done it. Apologise for that. Should be there in a second. Can't believe I forgot to do it. That's bad, isn't it? Right. Are we there yet? Should be there in a second. I want to say hello to all our. Let me share with you what I'm showing. Did I get the? Did we get the 20 likes? 18, just a couple short. That's okay. Thank you ever so much, everyone who helped me with that. I really appreciate it. Okay, thank you ever so much indeed if you did take part in that. Let me just drop on into our X account. Thank you for joining me there this morning. There we go. That's on X this morning. There is the Uber earnings we just did a few moments ago. If you check there, you'll see. No one tends to watch me during the main show on X. They like to watch it later. So thank you to all of you. Let me just refresh that. We've got a few technical issues this morning, but hopefully we'll fix them. There we go. That's better. That's working. Uber's working. And we've got my audience watching me there. We go. There's Twitch. And what is Rumble working now? There we go. Got it working in the end. Rumble's now working. Fantastic. And we're even on Facebook as well. Let's have a quick hello to all of you on Facebook this morning. Let's just pop in and say hello. There you go. If you put a like on there, it often shares it on the screen. And there was the Uber earnings this morning as well. Just put a little like on that. Sometimes people say to me, why do you like your own videos? I like my own videos because I like what I do, and I just think be positive in life is always a good thing, right? That's why I like my own videos. It makes no difference to the algorithm at all, one like, but lots of likes together probably do. Anyway, let's read some of these comments. I've missed a couple of comments. Sid says, hello from the Netherlands. Wonderful to have you here. Any thoughts on ANKR? FT, if you are a member of my channel, I will do a 10-minute full review, back test, look at the margins, the balance sheet. I will do a full video, put it out for you, promote it, and review the stock, look at the insider trading, who's buying, who's selling, look at the margins, the balance sheet, the profit, the loss, the whole thing. Do a back test against the S&P 500. Very happy to do that. If you're one of my members, it's one of the many perks that you get. The passenger list on Discord is very promising. Angelina Pitt, Musk, hunks and all those that already fly. Zach said, I don't understand your comment. You put something on Discord. Let me have a look about Virgin Galactic's next flight. Let me have a look. I don't see any message from you. Let me have a look. I'm looking on Discord now. List on Discord is very promising. Just looking here. Welcome all. We didn't get. I've got nothing from you, so I don't know what nothing. I don't know what it would be. I don't see anything on Discord at the minute. Anyway, I was saying maybe remixes of your music channel. You are good at making music videos. Look up Starman by David Bowie remix, and you see are well viewed. Might be an idea. All right, okay, I'll take a look. Thank you, Mike. I understand now. Space. Hey, we got a comment here. Let me translate this. I don't know what this says. Let me translate it. What it says is actually Japanese. Here we go. Let me read that again.
決算発表は明日何時ですか?
That's Japanese for...
What time will the financial results be announced tomorrow?
Okay, I will give it to you now. Here we go. So, I will do it for you in your language, so it's easy for you. Japanese, English. We are covering the Virgin Galactic earnings tomorrow. Look at this link. It will give you the time of the event in your time zone. Hopefully, you can join us. Welcome to all our guests and friends in Japan. Okay, here we go.
Yarın Virgin Galactic kazançlarını ele alacağız. Bu bağlantıya bakın. Size kendi zaman diliminizdeki etkinliğin zamanını verecektir. Umarım bize katılabilirsiniz. Japonya'daki tüm misafirlerimize ve dostlarımıza hoş geldiniz.
FT says thank you. Yeah, if you want to become a member, I will give you the membership link, and then I will more than happy spend some time making you that video, doing that for you live in the show right now. I mean, you can become a member right now, and I will do it for you. There is the membership link. Whoops. There it is there. Okay. Seth, I'd be more chatty, but at work, having good listen from you, Martin. Red Days is just as important. It's Red Days is more important. It's when you buy the discounts. Breakfast bar, I'll have a look. I'm just getting to when is the earnings. I'm going to give you that now. Okay, so here we go. This is the earnings tonight for Robinhood. This is the Robinhood earnings. I'm going to give you the Virgin Galactic earnings as well. So this is Robinhood earnings, and it will give it you in your time zone. Okay. Robinhood earnings. Here we go. This is tonight, straight after the closing bell. If you go to the homepage of the channel, it gives it you in your time zone. Okay. There is the Robinhood earnings. That's tonight. You can already go there now and click like. All right. Okay, just like that, and click reminder, just like that. You can leave a comment here. You can see our new members. All right. They want reviews for stocks. They'll get that as well. Okay. And then Virgin Galactic SPCE is here. SPCE earnings. Here we go. SPCE earnings. I'll give that to you. SPCE earnings. Okay, here we go. SPCE earnings. If you click on it now, it'll give you the time zone and it will tell you when it's live. All right, so I'll repeat that.
Yarın Virgin Galactic kazançlarını ele alacağız. Bu bağlantıya bakın. Size kendi zaman diliminizdeki etkinliğin zamanını verecektir. Umarım bize katılabilirsiniz. Japonya'daki tüm misafirlerimize ve dostlarımıza hoş geldiniz.
Okay. Yeah, the same as Seth. Busy with, but listening to you in the background. Thank you, MSK. I appreciate that. That was Turkish. Oh, that was Turkish, not Japanese. I'm sorry. Sorry. Turkish. Ah, man.
明日はバージンギャラクティックの収益について取り上げます。このリンクをご覧ください。お住まいのタイムゾーンでのイベントの時間が表示されますので、ぜひご参加ください。日本のゲストやお友達の皆様、ようこそ。
Alright, that's in Japanese.
明日はバージンギャラクティックの収益について取り上げます。このリンクをご覧ください。お住まいのタイムゾーンでのイベントの時間が表示されますので、ぜひご参加ください。日本のゲストやお友達の皆様、ようこそ。
Alright, I'm not selling anything. Virgin Galactic now has had a swing of 3% from where we were down this morning. I'm not selling anything. I can't believe I got the wrong language. Thanks. You're very welcome. I did it in Turkish. Have we got anybody else today here? We've got Sid. We've got Sid from the Netherlands. I'll do it in Dutch as well. And in the Netherlands. Okay, here we go.
We behandelen morgen de inkomsten van Virgin Galactic. Kijk op deze link. Hier vindt u de tijd van het evenement in uw tijdzone. Hopelijk kunt u zich bij ons aansluiten. Welkom bij al onze gasten en vrienden in Nederland.
There we go. A few different languages. Turkish, Dutch, and Japanese this morning. Okay, we're looking at Virgin Galactic. Nice little rally right now. Let's go through our positions. Overall portfolio is down slightly. Virgin Galactic is up. Palantir is up. Gold is down. S&P is down. Amazon's way too expensive. Apple, way too expensive. NEE going down. Enphase Energy going down. But I'm not concerned. Gold is coming back up. J&J. All J&J taking a drop again, but I'm not concerned. Kenvue. Chevron's coming back up. Tesla had a bit of a drop, but Rivian, McDonald's, Google, I'm still up on it. Microsoft, Walmart, Tesco, Tilray, Hood, the Robinhood earnings tonight, IonQ, Rocket Lab, Plug Power going down. A big drop for Plug right now. It's a very volatile stock, this one. Rum. Hi, Sid. Good morning, everyone. Think it'll be a green. Think we'll end up green again today. Hey, Tio. Hey, Mark. Okay. So there we go. That was in Japanese for our guest earlier. Asked me this question.
明日はバージンギャラクティックの収益について取り上げます。このリンクをご覧ください。お住まいのタイムゾーンでのイベントの時間が表示されますので、ぜひご参加ください。オランダのゲストや友人の皆様、ようこそ。
Okay, Virgin Galactic now up $1.18 today, 171. I'm up at nearly 9% now, much better. Space rebounded yesterday at the downside resistance line, so I expect it to become stronger today. Yeah, so do I. Yeah, so do I. I'm not selling it at all. I'm holding it now long term. I've got the bottom of the market. That's fine. Palantir, Gold, S&P, Amazon, Apple, NEE, Enphase, Coca-Cola all bouncing back up again. J&J. I'm down just a small amount now. If you look at my overall portfolio, just down 1% at the moment. The Roth IRA is down 53,221. Okay, we're holding on Virgin Galactic, see where it's going to go. Now then, the Japanese language is so beautiful in my opinion. I agree. It is, isn't it? Japanese. I tell you what, Japanese, I've been to Japan. It's a wonderful country. The Japanese are so respectful and so decent. Whenever they perform, whenever they play in the World Cup or football, they are the only team to clean out the dressing rooms and leave them tidier than they found them. Everyone else trashes it. I love the Japanese people. Absolutely brilliant. Yesterday we had in Texas, we had a big Rangers event where everybody trashed the place. They left rubbish and bottles and cans and beer glasses all over the grass and the roads. Just completely trashed it. The Japanese people would have cleaned it all up and taken it all away. And it's not even hard, is it? If you've got a can of beer in your pocket, stick it in a bag on your back. Take it home. Put it in recycle bin. Don't throw it on the floor. It's horrible. I hate people who do that. And they just throw it on the floor. And I've noticed that the Japanese people, like the Austrians, very tidy, very clean, respectful people. They're wonderful. They're famous for it. Whenever they play in football games, they tidy up the dressing rooms and leave them all tidy. It's wonderful, and it really does say a lot. So huge respect to the Japanese for doing that. Anyway. We've just uploaded for you the earnings for Uber. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at Uber right now and see what you think of Uber. Should you invest in Uber? I'm going to do a full review for you, tell you whether it's a good time to buy Uber. I actually don't think it makes any sense, to be quite honest. So we're going to do a little bit of a review here, and I'm going to share with you some thoughts on Uber for the next few minutes and then see what you think. So let's open up Uber. Duplicate here. Uber here. There we go. We've just had the earnings. I don't see how it makes any sense. There's far better opportunities just about everywhere else. I don't see any reason why you'd buy Uber. Let's have a quick look. Okay, let's do a review on Uber. And I've just remembered I can actually do this over here as well. Let's put it here. Right. I think we'll do it like this. Okay. Let's do this, a quick Uber. Right, let's have a little look how this looks. A new way of doing it. Okay, here we go. So, okay. We'll do an Uber review and see what you think. Okay. Right, let's do it right now. So we'll put Uber at the end. This is a review for you. Uber at end. Okay, just so I remember. Okay, we're going to do a full review on Uber, whether we should buy Uber or not. All right. Okay. Okay, it's time. I'll do that again. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. We've just reported on the Uber earnings. And if you want to listen to the full Uber earnings, wait till the end of the video or click above my head or down in the description and you can go and listen to the full Uber earnings. But here we're now going to do a full review using the software I use, which is Alpha Spread. If you're one of my members, if you click above my head, it will take you to a special video, a members only video, where you can get a 10% lifetime discount to Alpha Spread. However, if you click above my head and look below in the description, you'll also find the regular referral to Alpha Spread. It's a wonderful software. I use it all the time. But if you are a member of my channel and you go to that members only video, you will find my members code and you'll be able to get a lifetime 10% discount. Anyway, let's go straight into our review of Uber. We've just had the earnings. Should you invest in it? Well, the most important metric is the intrinsic value. Let's go into some details. If we go into the best case scenario, if the world is perfect and everything is great, and we value the company at $63, it's undervalued by 27%. If we give it a base case and value the stock at $36, it's overvalued by 21%. And a worst case scenario, if we give it a value of 25, it's overvalued at 46%. If we look at the growth over the period of time with Uber, there really is hardly any growth, really. If we look at it, it's hardly moved like 13% or so since it IPO'd. Is there any point owning this stock? Well, for me, I don't think so. You might think it's got a huge potential growth, but for me, there are far better opportunities. However, let's look in more detail. Wall Street giving it up 25%, relative value down 12%, DCF value down 30%, intrinsic value down 21%, and today's price at 46.58. It has dropped since then. It's now down at 47. So not that good on earnings if we are honest. Let's scroll down and have a look at the valuation history. It was slightly better here at $31 back at this point here in June of 22 a year ago, but now it's risen since then, but it's just sort of trending sort of flat really for years and years. Doesn't really go anywhere. The fundamental analysis, this is very, very important. The financials of the company, if we look at it, 35 billion at the moment, which is up, if we zoom in there, you can see up 3%. If we go into this metric in more detail, you will see it's been going pretty, sort of pretty flat really. 10.8, 10.5, 11, 11.4. It's not really going anywhere. And this is our latest valuation here is, let's go all the way up to March 30th, 23, 33. Now it's starting to move. June 29th, 35 billion, and estimated. Now, the analysts are giving it a similar trajectory going forward, not accelerating, but similar. And to this point, it hasn't really made any gains for the shareholders, even though we can see the revenue going up. There's been no real gain for the shareholders. Is there any sense in owning this? Operating income, 573 million, up 0.64%. Okay, so that's good. We can see the capital expenditure is negative at 240 million. And that's an improvement of minus 3%. So capital expenditure is going down, less spending less. That's good sign. Let's look at the balance sheet. The balance sheet is very, very important. And we can zoom in to make it a bit clearer for you. 34.1 billion on assets, 25.4 billion on liabilities. So they are on the right side of the balance sheet, which is very, very important. If we look back now at the stock, as I talk about it, is starting to go green now. It had a big drop this morning on earnings. It was a miss. We need to be clear. It was a miss on earnings. However, I still don't think it's a great stock to own. I think there are better opportunities in the market. But let's carry on looking down here. The balance sheet decomposition. We can see here 34.1 billion and 25.4 billion in liabilities. let's look at the efficiency of the company. Now, the efficiency of the company is very, very important because it's all very well having revenue, but if you haven't got a wide margin, you haven't got a wide moat, and you are at risk of competition, and you're at risk of if you haven't got much margin, you haven't got much room for movement. If things turn downward, then there's nowhere for you to go. They've got a decent margin at 32%, which is nice. It's 36% over the last 3 years. 5 years, it's 36%. It's been 35. So it's down slightly from where it has been, but nevertheless, 32% margin. You can see the operating income is minus 2%. Net margin is down 1%. PCF is 5%. All right, now then, this is very important. This is the fundamental scores. Now, if you do like what you're seeing, the way I'm presenting this with Alpha Spread, you can get a referral code from me. Click above my head or look in the description and you'll find it. However, if you go to the video in this video, I've given you the link below and above my head. It's a members only video, and it will give my members a 10% discount, essentially making my membership again for free. I have the best membership program where I make my membership the best investment you'll ever make. It never goes up in VAT, it never goes up in cost, never goes up in inflation, and I add more and more perks to my members all of the time. And if you use all my services, actually, I pay you to be a member. I've negotiated great deals with my partners, and my members get the best deals. And in fact, if you use them all, you would actually my membership would actually be paying you. So there you go. Anyway, let's go to the fundamental score. As you can see here, 36 profitability score. It's not great. It's amber. It's not red. It's not green. It's not great. Not great. It's the biggest problem is that the average DE is low and positive net debt is high as well. So 36% solvency score. They're not going bust anytime soon, but they're not thriving either. So it's. Again, for me, it's not an investment. There are better opportunities out there, but if you see that Uber could grow in the future and increase on its margins, then maybe you'd like it. Let's have a look at Wall Street. Now, Wall Street are much better at analyzing this stock as opposed to other stocks because they can see where we're going. Whereas we're looking at robotaxis, which I think is the future with Tesla. They can't value that because it hasn't happened yet. They can't value things like Optimus and stuff like that. They can't value Virgin Galactic. All these stocks for the future, they struggle with Palantir, but they're very good at looking at Uber because we know where we are. We can see the future much more clear. So if you give it the highest forecast, $70, we have a 50% upside. An average would be a 24% upside. At $58, or worst case scenario, down 30% at $32. So for me, I think the average forecast is somewhere in between the average and the lowest is probably about right. Again, 24% upside, that's average, but we're not averaging. I'd say we're somewhere between the lowest and the average. So again, maybe 11%, 10%, you're much better off just buying the S&P. You get a dividend, plus you get the security. I just don't see it. Anyway, if we move down to ownership is important. This tells us who has been selling the stock on the inside. And as we can see, the inside traders aren't buying it, but they're selling it. Again, we need to be sure of how much they're selling. We can't always assume just because they're selling it's bad, because they may just be selling a small amount, 1% of their allocation for tax purposes. So we don't want to get too excited about that. But nevertheless, insiders aren't buying it. They're not buying it. So the last transaction was on August the 21st by Chai Nelson, the chief financial officer, who sold 4.5 million USD worth of Uber shares. I'm not so sure it's all that great, personally. So there we go. There's a bit of thought there. Now, what do we have here? Let me have a look at the latest the latest news from we've got a bit from CNBC. So I'll take a quick look here. And let's have a quick listen here with CNBC. See what they think.
Top and bottom line estimates, at least on the headline number, but did see growth in rides, gross bookings, and gave an upbeat current quarter forecast for some of its key metrics. Here to talk about all of this at Uber's headquarters to break down those numbers. For first on CNBC interview is Derek Khosrowshahi, the company's CEO. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you as well.
A lot to talk about. Let's just talk about the headline numbers, though, because I just said that those numbers were lower on the revenue side. But when you start to look through the way the business model is shifting, there's a little bit of an accounting issue that I think is worth explaining to the public.
Definitely. So our revenue on an as-reported basis was up 10% year on year. But we reclassified certain incentive spends for Uber Eats. These are promotions and price cuts that used to be classified as marketing expenses. We reclassified those as contra revenue. So
that's effectively then lowering the total revenue number.
Yes, yes. So without that change, revenue growth would be 8% higher, which would have met or exceeded the street, et cetera. If you look at the business itself and the trend of the business, trip growth, we did 2.4 billion trips this quarter, up 25% on a year-on-year basis, actually accelerated from the last quarter. Same thing in terms of gross bookings growth and profitability. So the business is in great shape.
Are we at a point where we can look at Uber as a barometer of the larger economy?
I think
do you think that this is now one of those companies where you can say how they're doing is how everybody's doing?
I think Uber at this point is growing faster than larger economy. So there's signal that we get from the larger economy, but the fact is we're gaining.
See, we can say all this, and that's fair enough, but we're not really seeing the stock go anywhere. I don't know what you think of this. I mean, obviously they're trying to talk up the stock, but I don't see it as a buy. I see much greater opportunities. I'd like your thoughts below in the comments of this video.
Category position within our category, we're growing faster than our category because we have the platform of both rides and eats. Generally, we're doing better than the rest of the competitors in the space. So I think it's a barometer of the economy plus, call it that.
Explain this piece of it, though. So mobility is continuing to be a very big bright spot. Having said that, you keep hearing about Americans all over the country who effectively say that inflation is killing them, things are too expensive. By the way, the prices of an Uber feel like they're very high for those of us who use them a lot. And yet, people are still using it. So what is happening here?
Well, I think that inflation is hitting everybody, and everyone notices it every day. If you go shopping, if you get an Uber, if you go out to restaurants, et cetera. But the fact is, as it relates to Uber and a rides business, gross bookings grew 30% on a year-on-year basis, accelerated versus the last quarter. But trip volume grew 29%. So actually, prices on Uber on a global basis are almost flat to up very, very slightly.
So why does it feel like, for those of us in New York, for example, or if you're out in LA or San Francisco, it is...
I'd like your thoughts. Have you ever used Uber? Write it in the description. And also, what do you think about how little that the drivers actually earn? A lot of people are not happy with what they earn when you hear this presentation coming across that everything is so great for Uber, and yet the drivers don't seem to get a great deal. I'd like your thoughts below. And don't forget, if you like the way we present here, the service I use on Uber's on Alpha Spread, if you are one of my members and you click below or above my head, you'll find that members only video with that 10% discount, or you can just use my referral if you don't want to be a member and get Alpha Spread. But anyway, let's continue. Let's hear the end of this.
Is a higher number.
It's a higher number.
It's a regulated number too, because some of these cars, just to get into, if you're in New York, for example, just by default, the taxi commission is charging you a sort of a flat fee just to get in the car.
Yeah, in New York, for example, about 20% of your fare is taxes and fees, which is probably the highest in the country. So all of these taxes and fees add up. For us, insurance is another big cost item as well. If you look at the CPI print of insurance, car insurance, it was up almost 19% on a year-on-year basis. So it's harder and harder for businesses to do business profitably. And these are definitely issues that we've got to take care of.
In those regions, like in New York, where you're seeing 20% of it in taxes and other fees, is it changing the dynamic with which, I mean, there was a period of time where people were using Ubers out in the outer boroughs just to get to work every day. Is that still happening?
It's still happening. So,
see, my opinion is that Uber is good and it provides a service, but as soon as we get the robo-taxi, Uber's finished. I really do believe that Uber will be crushed by the robo-taxi, and there's nothing they can do to compete against it. What do you think? I'd like your thoughts about that.
Uber in general is growing much faster than alternatives, whether that's taxi or mass transit, et cetera.
And I think all these fees are not slowing down congestion and everything else. Because that was also part of the argument was that we're going to get people into the subways and get people into buses. They, in a way, it was almost talk about contra, trying to get people out of the view.
Well,
out of the car.
I think that story's not over, right? I do think that subway in New York is coming back, and the volumes certainly are coming back. But you know, you drive around in New York, it's plenty congested at this point.
Can we talk about the freight business?
Sure.
Because that is a spot where the line is not going up. What's happening there? We also saw what happened at Convoy, which was probably one of your biggest competitors.
Yeah. So what's happening with freight is, during the pandemic, you had record shipping volumes and freight rates up at incredible amounts. And you had a ton of supply coming into the market, more truckers, et cetera, coming into the market post-pandemic, whereas the Uber business, the services business, our Uber Eats, mobility is growing very quickly. Spend on goods has flattened out or come down. And so that has created a freight recession in terms of rates.
See, in my opinion, interest rates have peaked, and we're going to get a pivot in the spring and the summer. That's what I've been saying since the very longest time. I've been standing by it for a year. Every evidence is there to back that up. What do you think? Do you believe, like me, that the rates are coming down in the spring and summer, and that will certainly help Uber? But again, I think robotaxi will just crush it.
That we haven't seen for a very, very long time. And I think some of the smaller players, some of the weaker players, maybe some of the players who overspent have gone out of business, and they'll continue to go out of business. It definitely hurt our Uber Freight business. Is that
a business you want to stay in?
Definitely.
Is that a good business? I asked because of the Convoy situation. Is that a business?
So what do you think with Uber? Are you in with Uber? Do you think there's value here? As we've shown, there's insiders selling. The stock really isn't going anywhere. If we scroll up and look at the analyst review, I would say is between the lowest and the average, which would only give you maybe 10%. You might as well just buy the S&P 500. The profitability score was low. The solvency score is low. I don't see it as a great business to own as an investor. Yes, fair enough. You can use it, of course, as a customer, but as an investor, I just don't see it. So what do you think? If you are interested in using what I use, Alpha Spread, click above my head. You'll find the link, the referral link, so you can get Alpha Spread. But if you are one of my members, also look above my head and look below in the description. You'll find that exclusive members-only video, which will contain the code that gives you a 10% lifetime discount. So there you go. What do you think of Uber? Would you be in it? Would you buy it? Is it worth investing? I don't think so. All right. Thank you ever so much indeed for that. If you look over here, you'll see more videos that will help you make an informed decision on Uber. I'll put the Uber earnings up there and some other videos I think that you'll find interesting. As always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Okay. Let's come out of there. We got a few questions while I was making that. I'll put that out as a video in a minute. Let's have a look. Seth says, I plan to go to Japan as soon as I get the chance. I've always wanted to go and experience their culture, which is I've always loved since I was a teenager. I actually want to try and learn their language. Seth, I'm impressed. Good morning, Octavio. When is the last day to get dividends on CVX? Coming up in December. Stuart Burns. I will give you that information right now. Here we go. You want to know, Stuart Burns, are you one of my members? I've got to review this. You're not one of my members, but I will have a quick look for you. only because we're coming to the end of the show. Let me have a little look. Let's have a look for you. I will look for you now. You want to know when the last time to buy Chevron, CVX. I'm in Chevron, and I'm in for the dividends. And we are looking at 16th of November. The 16th of November. Okay, you need to be in. It was declared on the 27th of October. You need to be in on the 16th of November, and it will be paid on the 11th of December. 151 cents, $1.51, which has increased from 142 back in October 22. So it's going up. It's the same as it was last quarter and the quarter before and the quarter before. But last year, a year ago, it was 142. They seem to increase it yearly. That seems to be the way it goes. Stuart Burns, that's the answer to your question. Hope that helps. What about space short squeeze? Yep, still believe in that. Still believe in that. Many of you are impatient, and the moment it goes down, you sell it, and I don't sell it, and it goes straight back up again, and then you all end up having to chase the stock. That is what's part of the short squeeze ultimately when we get there. Anyway, I've not sold a single share. In fact, I've added. So there you go. Yep. Right, I think we've covered everything. We're just about to turn the studio green. We are red at the moment. If I share with you my portfolio, consistently beating the market and Warren Buffett on average most days. There's my account, just about to turn red. The Roth IRA is green, and my overall portfolio is $53,594. All this started from just $5,000 2 years ago. All right, we're all looking good. Hey, that's my birthday. What's your birthday? Seth, don't forget. On 11th of December, don't forget, we'll celebrate your birthday. All members get a celebration on their birthdays. We have a party for you live on the show. So don't forget to remind me, okay? You'll also, if you've signed up for my newsletter, get a birthday card from me as well. If you've put in your date of birth. All right, okay. If you want that, I'll give it to you. Here it is. This is the link to it. All right. There we go. Thank you, Stuart Burns. You are very, very welcome. There is the link. If I share with you the link to the newsletter, if you've signed up for it, it's a free newsletter. It's a very secure server. Just put your name in there. If you do put in your date of birth there, then you'll get a birthday card from me. All right. Okay. That's it. Virgin Galactic just selling off again a little bit. People just buy it and dump it straight away. It's crazy, but that's up to you. I've done it. I understand why you would, but now is the wrong time because now it's massively undervalued. But there you go. Palantir going up. Gold. S&P. Right, we'll finish the show. I've got to get out some very special videos for my members. Look out for the Uber earnings. That's about to go live in just a few minutes' time. And this video I've just done, I will put out as well for you. Now, don't forget, we are back for the closing bell. All the shows are on the homepage of the channel in order. Upcoming live streams, there you go. Closing bell this afternoon. Robinhood earnings tonight. I've given you the link in the chat. It's pinned to the top. I'll give it you again. You want to join us for that. We're waiting to find out if they're going to announce the UK entry later this evening. There's the Robinhood. We've also got the space earnings. That's tomorrow night. 2 brilliant days on our channel. The space earnings is there as well. There you go. Okay. Now look out for that members only video. It's coming out in about an hour, 2 hours, and it will include the code and referral to Alpha Spread. If you like the service that I use, you can get it. If you want to just use my referral, you can. You'll just pay the full price. If you are a member, then you'll get the special code that only members get, and basically my membership will be free, and you'll get a lifetime discount to Alpha Spread. Couldn't be better, could it really? Absolutely wonderful stuff. All right, we're not doing Day Trader of the Day because we have to finish early and get out, make the videos, and be back. Thank you ever so much, everybody on TikTok. If you're watching me on TikTok and you want that review software, again, you need to join YouTube to get that link. I can't share links on TikTok. All right, any more questions? I think we've covered everybody. Did everybody tap the subscribe button and tap the like? We've got 50 watching and 24 likes. You know what? Let's just go one more time. As we play out the music, as we play out the end credits, we'll finish the show now. We'll take off the screen and let's see if we can get ourselves to 30 likes. We should be able to do it. All right, 24 likes. Can we do it? Remember, if you like my video, it will share you my next video and you'll get my content. If you tap the down like, it won't show you me anymore and you will find other things you do like. So please vote one way or another. I don't mind what you do. Just do something. 47 watching, so we should be able to get 30, only because there were some new viewers just come in. So there we go. Let's see if we can. Let's roll the credits. Let's get out of here. See the stars of our show. Did we have any stars of our show today? 27. I'll come back to it in a second. I'll see if we've done it. Let's get Mr. Mini-Me off the screen. And let's go into the end screen and roll the credits. Here we go. Who are the stars of our show today? Did we get anyone become a member or anything like that? Subscriptions. Jarrett Priller has subscribed to my channel. Thank you ever so much indeed. That's just the public ones. There are those that subscribe that aren't public. They don't share their subscriptions. That's but one of our public ones, Jarrett Priller. Thank you ever so much indeed for your support. 27 likes. We're nearly there. Not quite. I'll see you all back in a bit. We've got the closing bell. Look out for the special videos. Robinhood. Look out for the membership for Alpha Spread, the membership discount, and all good stuff. All right, that's it from me. Thank you ever so much, everybody on TikTok. Rumble, let me check in with Rumble. Thank you guys for joining me. We got an audience over there. Thank you ever so much for all of you. Thanks for my Facebook audience. Thanks to all of you watching me there on X as well. We're still running on X. If you've not yet followed me on X, and that's where I post my trades before I make them, and so you know exactly what I'm doing before I do it. There's my X account. That's it. We're done. I'll see you. Oh, 29 likes. One away. We're so close, look. We've got 29. I was hoping we'd get 30 by the end of the song. Tap the like button. We might just do it. We've got about 10 seconds to go. Are we going to do it? That's it from me. Have a wonderful afternoon, as always. Take care of yourselves, your money, your crypto, and each other. 29? Not quite. See you back in a bit. Bye-bye for now.